going on, guys? It's been a minute. Just want to, put out a note here. Camcorder for sale on eBay, but otherwise, I don't really give a shit if you don't buy it. Let's actually talk about something Yu-Gi-Oh related. Yu-Gi-Oh related? Alright, so, everybody has been telling me, or talking or whatever, and they're like, it's popular in the OCG. It's winning in the OCG. I'm gonna tell you right now. OCG, different game from TCG. Just because it's good in the OCG doesn't mean it's going to be amazing in the TCG. Example, Primal Origins. Was it Primal Origins? Or was it... yeah. Primal Origins was not popular in the OCG. Primal Origin completely changed the TCG and was popular. Why? Because they are different formats, different rules, different things in the game. Is it stupid? Yes, I feel like there should be one unified game. That's completely ridiculous that there is an OCG and TCG and different cards. That's just completely retarded, but they are different. The reason why I'm going on about this is because everything I play on DevPro, Cosmic Dragons, Shaddolls. Well, Shaddolls are topping. Well, Shaddolls are all that topping OCG. They are the prominent card effects. I want somebody to take it for a second, break it down, because I've beaten Shadow decks, and I know other people have. I want you to take the deck card for card and read what Shaddolls do. Flip effects, okay? Discard effects, hand destruction, Dark World dealings, anything that has you discard. It doesn't have to be monster effect like Dark Worlds are. Good. It does give you some awesome draw power because you get effects off, and there's the one guy that you can somehow recur and keep using this draw effect. I remember, I haven't played the deck in like a couple weeks, but yes, I understand the basics. I don't know the names of each of them, but I do understand how the deck works out. And yes, they do have an instant fusion monster that you can bring out, and there's also things of that nature. Well, two monsters that you can bring out, but the one can be instant fusion. But the deck is not as good as people are making it out to be. Damn it. I know everybody's gonna freak out. I'd say there probably will be 5 people that agree with me on this video, and then everybody else not. Can Facebook just shut up? Damn it. Anyhow, Shaddolls are a great deck. Cool deck. You can mix it in with Light Swords and other random shit because they get their effects when they go to the grave, so it doesn't really matter how they get there as long as they get to the grave. But, big giant but, we have a different format. We have decks that also have the same type of thing. They get effects in the graveyard. Really, Shaddolls are glorified Sylvans, except they get their effects with hand destruction and Dark World dealings and any other card that discards, while Sylvans need to be excavated, but it doesn't matter. Like, there's effects like that. Dark Worlds. Honestly, they're not that great. Shaddolls does have a flip effect. They can be set and they have effects. They have a tuner. They can make things. They can do things. I understand that. They're just... The reason why they're topping in the OCG, and I'm not saying for the exact reason because I'm not in the OCG, is one, it's good for their format, just like it will be good for our format. But they have different set of parameters, cards. I don't think it's that giant of a difference, but like they do have different things. Also, it's just a new thing that came out that people want to play. I don't think people get that. How do I word this right? It's pretty much like when Shaddolls get here, everybody's going to play them because they think they are the best, that they're the only way to do it. It's kind of like E-Drag Syndrome, except without the actual awesomeness of E-Dragons. The deck is going to come out, and everybody is going to think it's amazing because it's already got that stigma that it's great. If we got some completely different archetype that nobody knew about, like okay, we get the new box that's coming out. And you open it up, and you're like, oh, I'm about to get Shaddolls, and it's a completely different archetype. It wasn't leaked or nothing. Well, let's say it was leaked at, when you get the preview packs, like the week before the release, whatever it's called. Pre-release, that's not what it's called, but sneak preview, sneak peek, whatever. And you open up a sneak peek, and it's a different archetype, something you've never seen. It hasn't been online, whatever. It's TCG exclusive. That's never going to happen at all. I'm just saying if it did, people would be skeptical, because they don't know how it plays yet. They're worried about it, and whatever. On the flip, what if we got Shaddolls and some other archetype, and say, just statistically, the new archetype that no one knows about is better than Shaddolls, like a lot, I wouldn't say a lot, but it is better, like it can beat it a lot more. But everybody would play Shaddolls because it's got the stigma from the OCG news that they are the best. OCG doesn't have that second archetype that the TCG got. In like quotes, like if this ever happened, it's not. It's an example purpose. Everybody would jump onto Shaddolls because it's already got the stigma that it's so great. and not jumping on the new archetype. Now, if we didn't get Shaddolls All and we got some completely different archetype that nobody knew about, everybody would play that because it's new, it's something different, it's fresh. That is why Shaddolls are topping in the OCG. It's just a new, fresh thing. And yes, they are good enough to beat other decks, older decks. But there are also older decks that can beat it. But the reason why they're topping in OCG is because tons of people are playing Shaddolls because they want to play something different and they're having fun with the deck. That is the difference. And I don't think people understand that. They said, oh, the format's going to be ruined when Shaddolls come out. And then we're going to have a Lightsworn format. No. Where it's not going to be ruined because the decks are overpowered and they can't be beaten. It's going to be ruined because people like you, I'm not saying specifically you, but people who want to play something new. But I understand. I'm not like furious or anything. I'm just saying I understand why people play it because it's fun, it's different. But just get it right. It's not because it's 10 times better than the other decks. Lightsworns have been around. The new Lightsworn support just makes it a little better, but in the end, all you're doing in the new Lightsworns is the same thing you do in the old Lightsworns. JD sacking. That is pretty much the point of the deck. Yes, there are Lightsworn rulers, and I will give it to you. That is going to be pretty much like Dragon Ruler format. It's just going to be. That's how it was. Lightsworn rulers are just too fucking good with Light Ray Diablos. And we'll probably see someone get banned for that. JD or something like that. Maybe even Light Ray Diablos go to 1. Doubt it, but yeah, you never know. Maybe Eclipse. If Eclipse Wyvern goes to 1, that would actually make it a lot worse. Or be completely banned at all. But that'd be stupid if they banned Eclipse Wyvern because Chaos Dragons use it and they don't abuse it. They use it, but they don't abuse it. Anyhow, the new decks that are in the OCG that we will be getting are good decks. That is not an argument. That is not what I'm trying to make. But there are other archetypes that people are forgetting. Star Seraphs, or whatever, how you pronounce them, they are a very good rank 4 deck that I feel like pose more of a threat than Shaddolls with the given rank 4 Exceeders that we have and will be getting. Yet everybody's freaking out about Shaddolls when they don't really make rank 4s, they more sync up and make their fusion. Well, I mean, you can make ranks with it, but that's not the point. It's all about perspective, and everybody has the wrong perspective about what is going on right now. You can't just read into OCG news and expect and just go with that. Yes, that's what's going to happen because everybody's on board with it, and it's too late now because everybody's on it. But if you want to be the difference, whenever that set comes out or whatever, play the archetype that isn't the hyped and make it beat Shaddolls, or use an archetype that has already been out that you've been wanting to play but you haven't played it before. Say, Boojins are going down in price. Everything in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is down in price right now, so go pick up any deck. And go make it your best, test it, so when those come out that you can friggin' rape them because they're not as good as they're making out to be. They are good. That's not an argument I'm not saying. They are a good deck. They're just not what people are making them out to be. And I'm sorry, this is just my opinion, and I'm sure, and I'm just a little furious because I've been trying to get a duel for you guys on DevPro for like the past 3 days. All I keep getting is Cosmic Dragons and Shaddolls. I'm lucky I got one up like 2 days ago. It's just ridiculous. But I'm getting ahead of myself. This is just my personal thoughts and opinions. But I want you to take a step before you comment or anything and think about what I said. It makes a lot of sense. It's happened with older archetypes. Just think about it. Look at Shaddolls card for card. Look at the other decks that people have made with Shaddolls, and really think about how much it can do. Yes, it can beat other decks, but can it really beat that many decks? Or have you just played so many on DevPro or Duel Network that you're getting just a little salty because that's all everybody's playing, so you think that's the best deck? Just think about it. Just really think about it, okay? Anyways, that's all for me. Sorry for this long Yu-Gi-Oh! Rant of TCG versus OCG, but you know, sometimes you gotta do shit, right? Yeah. Alright. I know I'm gonna probably get a lot of hate for this video, but if you could like it, share it, and all of that, and send it to people, and even if send it to people if you think my points are bad, just to embarrass me, I guess. You know, whatever. But hey, that's all from me. See you later, guys. Peace.